Hi, it's been exactly 6 weeks since I had my ALIF surgery and the L5S1 disc space. Doctor said he only had to do the ALIF, not the PLIF. And this is my first video where I'm actually sitting, but I have been sitting. I walk, I sit, I do a lot of walking around my house. I've walked around the lake, around our neighborhood, down the street. I've gone to the grocery store. I've only been in the car a couple of times, really, to go to the doctor. So I'm just trying to keep myself more at home because it's COVID, it's 2020, and I'm trying to keep myself safe and away from anyone that might have COVID. And I also want to make sure that I have if I start hurting, I can sit down. I don't have to walk 15 minutes to get somewhere. So I've walked paced in my backyard, that kind of thing. So I would recommend doing that at least for the first few weeks, depending on how your recovery is going. Definitely wanted to point out a couple of things that I have noticed no one else is saying, and I did this videos because I see a lot of people doing videos, and it was quite helpful for me, and I want to be helpful as well. So one thing I wanted to say is that I've noticed no one has said, oh, I had numbness or anything like that after the surgery. Now, I can definitely say I'm glad I did the surgery because I can see a huge improvement. I'm not having that shocking nerve pain throughout my body when I try to sit down, or unstable spine feeling where my back's going to go out. I am wearing a brace. It's I don't know what they call it. It's just a back brace. I'm wearing that, and I kind of feel insecure if I didn't have it. But it's been 6 weeks. I can drive, I think, as of now, but I have not tried because I'm a little paranoid about using my foot muscle, because my doctor told me to take it easy, because before I guess I was walking too much and causing myself some pain, and you don't really feel the pain till next day or a few hours later. It's not instant pain. So I had one thing that I want to point out. So when I wake up in the middle of the night or in the morning, my entire body is numb. It's like like as if your leg falls asleep. That sensation has happened pretty much this entire experience. At the beginning, it wasn't so bad. Just had a little, I don't remember having as much numbness. But now it's really freaky. And I also have like weird muscular tightness in my back running down my spine. And it's in my mid area and of my back. Shoulder blade a little bit lower. And that's not where I had the surgery. So the surgeon's like, well, I don't know what that is. And I don't know why you have this numbness. Maybe you should see a neurologist. And I think that's a little concerning because he's the one who did the surgery and I didn't have that issue before. So the tightness in the back muscle, I'm assuming, will go away with time, because in the morning I feel fantastic. I feel like never had surgery and everything feels wonderful. It's not till midday that I start feeling any sort of pain. So that freaks me out, but the fact that I don't have it consistently is a good sign according to the doctor. But I think it might be pinching, my spinal column or something if I'm having complete numbness and have to wake up my limbs to get out of bed. So it's kind of creepy. I will wait patiently and see if that improves. As far as going back to work, I have not gone back to work yet because my job requires me to locally travel, but it also is not as much traveling because of the COVID situation. However, I do have to sit at a desk, work on a computer, talk on a phone. So I am in and up and down on my desk and walking around on a typical day. And then when it's not COVID, I'm in my car driving to see my customers. But so I've been a little, reluctant to go back to work because of the pain management situation. I haven't taken any painkillers in a couple of days. I've had one painkiller yesterday after a long day of walking around, and then the other day I had one painkiller. But I've made it pretty much of a Tylenol situation at this point. And so that part is manageable, but working an 8-hour shift, sitting at a computer, that kind of thing, or concentrating too much, I think it's going to be too much. So I'm going to wait another couple of weeks before I go back to work. And doctor gave me approval actually to stay out 12 full weeks. And I don't want to lose my job, so I'm going to go back earlier. At any rate, I just wanted to say that, give an update that yes, at 6 weeks, you do see a major improvement in your mobility. You start walking around more, feeling more comfortable. Really, like I said, the pain that I have, I think is stuff that will subside. Today I've been having a little nerve or maybe a muscular sensation in my lower back that I didn't have before, but I think it's just maybe like nerve endings regenerating, because the doctor said that takes forever. It could easily take a year for nerves to be bound back together and actively working normally. So trying to stay positive. It's been very, very trying and very difficult to emotionally to deal with this, because I'm more hyper person. It's hard for me to sit still, and just laying like a statue is very difficult for me. So I've been moving the entire time. They got me out of bed immediately, hours after surgery, walking around the hospital. So walking is not painful at all. Oh, I do have, after standing for say 30 minutes or so, or walking for 30 minutes or so in the house, doing chores, whatever, cooking, whatever I'm doing, I start to have cramping in my feet, both feet. And I've had a history of plantar fasciitis, so it kind of feels like that. It's more in the heel as opposed to the arch and heel. So I'm hoping that that's not something that's messed up. I'm hoping that it's just, again, another recovery situation. So I'm happy to say that I think I made a good decision. And I know it's a tough one, because it took me literally 5 years to get to the point where I said, I've had enough. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm going to kill myself. I can't live with this pain anymore. And that's what I had to say to the doctor before they finally said, okay, let's go ahead and do this surgery. And I just had to prepare myself mentally and just let it go and know that you're in good hands. And recovery is a bitch, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's the rest of your life. That's what you have to remember. It's the rest of your life. So maybe 3 months of pain or uncomfort feeling will be a positive thing for the rest of your life. And I'm sure I've got at least 20, hopefully 30 years left of my life. I'm 51. I've noticed a lot of people are younger than me that have gotten this surgery, but anyway, that's pretty much it. Oh, I just had that shooting pain. It's probably not a good idea to lean back. I do not lean forward at all, because you're not supposed to. I try to stay statuesque as much as possible. So good luck. And if you have any questions, do feel free to text me or I don't know, I've never had a YouTube channel before. However it works, maybe I'll get a some kind of email saying that somebody had a question, but I'd be happy to help anyone with anything that I can share. Bye.